Hi, Gene Monterastelli here, the editor of tappingqa.com. The video that you are about to watch is a conversation that was a part of this year's 24 Hours of Tapping. The 24 Hours of Tapping is a fundraiser for the amazing work that is done by the Peaceful Heart Network. The Peaceful Heart Network has brought tapping to migrants, refugees, prisoners, and the underprivileged in over 30 countries all over the world. As you watch this video, if you learned something, if you were touched by it, if you were inspired by it, the easiest way to say thank you is to support the work of the Peaceful Heart Network. To do that, all you need to do is go to 24hoursoftapping.com/support. And as you look in the description and the first comment down below, you will see a direct link to that. I hope you enjoy this conversation. This next interview, this next little presentation, this is a little bit different. And the reason why this is a little bit different is we're going to be talking to Germando. And because of the life that Germando lives and the places that Germando goes, finding time that we were able to have internet access that worked and finding time in which the power grid was cooperating was a very, very narrow window. So what you're going to experience here in the next 40 minutes or so is two different things. The first is actually Germando just telling his story about how he found his way to TTT. And it is going to be shot very, very differently because it was actually shot in person. It was shot when we were in Rwanda. After that, there's going to be a conversation that I recorded with Germando a couple of weeks ago where he's talking about where he is right now. And then after that, we have something very, very special at the end you are going to want to stick around for because it is so powerful. When all of that is done, we'll continue to talk about the amazing, powerful work of the Peaceful Heart Network. So what I would like to do is I would like to introduce my friend Germando. So Germando Barath was born in South Kivu in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, a region well known for its violent armed conflict. How would you like to live in a region of the world where it's well known for its violent armed conflict? He's been a TTT trainer since 2007 and is an expert in MHPSS, which is mental health and psychosocial support. He's an expert in child protection, socio-economic reintegration with specialisms in victimology, traumatology, and in gender and development. Germando's 12-year professional career has been dedicated to humanitarian work with local, national, and international NGOs. Please welcome a conversation, a story, and like I said, something really, really special at the end from my friend Germando.
So it was very, very important for me to meet Gunilla in 2008 in DRC during a training, a workshop. And it was a workshop of 3 days, and I came the second day. So I met them during the session, and for me it was looking like they were joking. I took a time to understand what they were doing because they invited me immediately to participate because they said it was very important for the kind of children we were working with. I remember we met also with Ulf I think in 2014. So and we made many activities, song, music, dancing with beneficiaries in Bukavu, Momosho, and for me it was very, very helpful, not only for me but also for the beneficiaries. Before meeting Gunilla and Ulf, we were using many kind of techniques, but they were looking to be very, very hard to realize because it was asking long time, expertise, and specialists to do it. So since we met, And since I knew TTT myself, I tried to use it to be sure it works. And the first day I did it, I remember it was after coming from one group army to bring back children who were taken by those group armies. And it was very, very, very hard for us to support. It was very, very hard to help them because they had difficult symptoms, and some could not collaborate. Some of them could not talk. Some of them were looking to be dangerous, rude. So, and now, since we met, because now we were obliged to do technical, which bring them to talk. So, how could them talk? It was very hard. So then I tried the first day. I tried to do TTT. Just do this and they do this and they do this, they do this, they do tap here, they tap here, they tap here, they tap here, they tap. And one round, second round, the third round, I see the smile start coming, and I say, wow, I cannot understand. And then I mix it with song and music. So there were some children who were a bit far from us, and I saw someone moving the leg, and they started coming a bit around us. They started coming, and we dance together, we sing together, and we tape together. And since the day, I became the most friendly, close to them. So they could come to me and tell me all stories. So, Monsieur, can I tell you? Monsieur means Mister, can I talk to you? Mister, can I talk to you? So from that day, I knew stories. I got informations from many children who could not collaborate, who could not talk, who could not play, who could not eat, and so it was very, 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 very important. So, and I remember, then I started writing something about TTT, and I asked someone how I could get address for Gunilla to write to her what's the miracle I saw from TTT. And Madame Bibila, I think Gunilla remember, Madame Bibila gave me the address, and I wrote to her. So that was very, very important for us. That was very helpful, and it was something who helped us to take care of these children, to help them psychologically, to know their stories, to know what they were feeling, because now they could collaborate. And some of them started telling us in the morning, you know, Monsieur, today I slept. Today I didn't get many nightmares. Today it was fine for me. And we saw some changes, the children who could fight with symptoms of, how can I say, the many symptoms, and they were coming to us and say, you know, now I feel very well. You know, now I think that I can go back home. And the example, the serious one, the first one I saw, it was about someone, the name I forgot, Pascal, about Pascal who could not talk. And we started taking him to SOSAM. SOSAM is one of the special center for mental health. And we think that we were thinking that this one could not cure. And we think that it was over for him, so he could stay in the streets like a mad person. But with the miracle of TTT, we saw him talking to us, and he started telling me the story. He tells us the address of home and many information that we could reunify him in his family. So after, I remember it's like 1 month, 2 months, we took him back home. And 3 months, I went for the follow-up, and I met him, the responsible at home, organizing everything, talking to everything, and the parents were very, very happy. So they even bring gifts to me, and I say, no, you can't keep, because this is not me. If this gift should be given, it should be given to Peaceful Heartnet who brought us these techniques. No, they insist, please take it, because we could not think that Pascal should become once again a man, because for us it was someone to release in the street. So the second was a family. One family in Bukavu who lost, I think, 4 members of the family they did in a tragic situation. And for the mother, for the rest of the family, it was complicated to understand what happened and to come, I can say, to come to the life. So they decided even to leave the town and to go in the other town, Goma. And 3 months, the people was still telling me, no, you know, it's too hard for the family. They cannot support. They cannot survive. And I talked to Gunila. We organized a mission. I went myself. I met the family, and I spent 3 days there because the family was 5 members, and I started. We started by TTT making a workshop, a group workshop. First, it was for a group. The second, we started one by one. The second day, I want to go, and they say, no, you stay. I think we still can do some exercise. We did for the second day. The third day, they say, please, before you go, let us do again. So we did, and I went back. After some time, they started calling me. You know, things changed. Now we feel that we can go back for our work. We think that we can now understand what happened, because now the situation has already happened and we cannot change anything. So what we have to do is to come back to the life and suppose and do what we have to do and live our life. So I went again there for a follow-up, and I found the family quiet, the family in peace. The mother has already started a small business. The father was already started going to look for a job. The children went back school, and now the family. I'm one of the members of the family. If they have a ceremony, if they have something they have to do, they have to invite me. When I'm in Goma, so I am like I'm in my family. And now, so I think if I start telling about TTT, for me, since I start for today, I think it will give me maybe 1 month to explain and to explain even the case management, the different case we worked together, and myself, you know, the situation in which we work in Congo, it's not easy. And me, I'm one of those staffs who had been sent in the craziest situations. In Kasai with the Kamwena Nsapu crisis. In Beni with these ADF rebels. In Nigeria with those Boko Haram. In South Kivu with different group armies, Mai Mai, Rayam Tomboki and others. And so I was always working in the centers, in the organizations, in direct contact with those people. Sometimes you go, you are not sure you will come back. Sometimes you meet those children, they are making troubles, so you cannot understand, and yourself, you are sometimes affected. But what always helped me is because there is this TTT. Every time before I go, with this stress, I have to do TTT. When I come back, I have to do it. I remember even during COVID period, I was in family, and that was our therapy. That was our food. Every time I take my kids, I take my wife, all the family members, and we make a TTT workshop. Today it's for us like a prayer. So, and I know if today I still feeling well, I still keeping my mind well, it's because there is this TTT we do, and I do my best everywhere I go. I try to teach people, to train people in different groups. In Beni, we touch many groups. Women, boys, girls, so many groups, and today they are doing themselves. In the former time, we tried to pay water for them, but now themselves they can pay, and they do it with one lady we trained, and who took TTT like something, who helped her to go out of the problem she get, the family problem she get, because she's from South Kivu, but now she's in Beni because she could not stay with the father, she could not stay with the mother. So she ran and say, I want to go somewhere where I can, if I could die, I need to die there. But since we met, since she trained TTT, it was in a group, I didn't know her. But after the group, I saw someone crying, someone weeping. I could not know. And after the workshop, she came to me, and she told me, today it's like today is like my first day. Of it's like my birthday. So I said, wow, why? And she said, I was sick. I was suffering. I had many problems. But since we started taping, I feel like there is something left and went away. It's like I had a stone on me and it went away. So that it's like I was sleeping, and now I wake up, I can now see. I said, what happened? So she started explaining. She said, what I'm telling you, I never tell it to any person. I decided only to leave my family, and I say I want to go somewhere. If I will die, nobody will know it. And she said, from today, I will be an ambassador of TTT. I will learn and I will teach others. And we started doing it everywhere I was going, in different workshops. We were going together. Teaching until we met Gunilla, and no, Ulf was not there, until we met Gunilla in the last, I think in 2022, here in Musanze, and we traveled in Kigali together. So now she's doing very, very well. Now she can work. Now she's still teaching people, and that is also a very, very good testimony. And in TPO, where I was working, I touched many psychologists, many psychologist assistants, and in Beves, I cannot say. So in Nigeria also, and now I think I still being an ambassador, and I know I will do my best. I will continue, because this TTT is something very, very, very good, very good for the peace, yourself, others, And when we are sharing it, it's like we are sharing also peace. When we are teaching people, it's like we are teaching peace to people. You know, many projects fail because they don't have good strategies to help people. Yes, you can teach people peace. They can understand. They just understand ideas, but they have something to help them to get first that peace in them. Then what you teach them, they can understand and they can practice it.
Right now, what is the work that you are doing? What's the role that you're filling? What's the organization that you're working with today?
Yeah, actually, I'm working with MSF, Médecins Sans Frontières, as a mental health activity manager, and I'm in South Sudan, in Lanken. This
and
is
what is
Jonglei County. Yeah.
Yeah, and what is the role that you have in the South Sudan?
So my role is a mental health activity manager.
And what's the population? Who are the people that you're serving?
Yeah, currently I'm working with people affected by war, by conflict, armies, people affected by inter-community violences. So many kind of people affected by mental health, by mental disorders. So those are kind of people we are supporting now.
And so when you're doing that work, is it one-on-one work? Or are you working with groups?
Yeah, currently, so we always change. Sometimes we work with individual, but also with group people. Yeah, community or in OPD or IPD.
And so what drew you initially? What made you want to do this sort of work?
Can you repeat that question?
Yeah. Why did you want to serve this population? Why do you want to work in settings like that? Like what makes you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm a psychologist, clinical psychologist.
Yep.
So I am yeah. So this is my career, and I work with this because I feel like since it's a long time, I feel like I have this humanitarian spirit, and I always work with for more than 10 years, working with humanitarian population affected by conflict armies. And so, that is one of my motivation to work with this population.
And what does typical day, what does your typical day at work look like? Like what sort of things are you doing in that job, that role?
Yeah, so we have a plan of activities, many activities we do every day from Monday to Friday. So these are some psychotherapies, social activities, counseling, and in this I usually also do the TTT. Trauma tapping technique with patients as one of the first aid technique. And so these are one of also activities we do. Yeah, there are also stimulation, musical therapies, art therapy. So we have a lot of various activities. So, but we usually use the trauma tapping technique as one of our primary therapy.
And so what are some of the results that you are seeing with the people you are working with?
Can you repeat?
Yeah. So what are the changes that you see with your clients by using TTT with them? Like, how does it impact them?
Yeah, the impact of TTT, I don't know, I start by way and end by way because since I use it, I tell you there is a lot of impact, more than many therapies I use. The first one is that it takes a short time for patient to feel well. Yeah, that is one, because, and that's why that was my first interesting to it. So as it doesn't take long time, it doesn't need also to be a professor, to be a teacher, to be at university to use it. So and to the patients, so the impact, the effects are quick, and it comes some like after 2 rounds, 3 rounds, the patient can tell you, I feel okay, now I can breathe, now I feel like there is something went out from me. So, and from now, I say, from that time, I say, wow, this is very important, and I should use this more. So I tried to learn it more. So yeah, I think that is the most important, and that is the most the first reason why I use TTT.
And your colleagues and coworkers, how open are they to TTT and using it with their clients as well?
Yeah, you know, since 2008, the year I learned TTT, so I have worked with many organizations and in many countries, and everywhere I go, with any organization, with any team I work with, I teach them, and I find that they like, they appreciate, and they want to use it, and they use it until now, because they tell me, yeah, this is very important, because you can do it for the patient. You can also teach the patient quickly. He can learn, and he will do it. So all the team, they appreciate, and yeah, I never get someone telling me this is not good. They all testimony. They always give testimony. This is very important, and even patients always come to us to testify, yeah, to give comments, and all the comments are positive. So I tell you, TTT for me, it has been, yeah, one of the response to the many needs of patients on field.
So one of the things that I have experienced here in the United States is people have a tendency to question and wonder if it is going to work. And so they're resistant to it. When you are sharing it, how do you explain it? What do you tell them? How do you invite people in so that they're willing to try?
Yeah, so I know the same question always come to me, and people, they ask me when I introduce. So, you know, it looks like a game. It looks like yeah, you are playing, and people, they when you start, they think how this will work. What is this? Is it magic or what? So and I say, oh, please, let us try, because I start by explaining the context in which TTT, has been started, where it started, the country where they use it, and people who use it. So, and I know in many organizations, many contexts, and wherever I work, people trust me. And when I bring something, they feel it's positive. So, and I try to explain really what is the important, what is the advantages, what is the, how it works, and it impacts in the team and also to the patient. So after explaining, I say, let's start, let's try. And after we learn, people will say, wow, we didn't know that this will work like this. We didn't know that it's a therapy like this. So we need to learn more. We need also to teach other people so all the community can use it. And it's like this, it works.
And so do you use it for yourself?
Of course, before I use it for other people, I try to use it myself. You know, when you are working in a community affected by violence, a community affected by different problems, yourself, you are affected. and you need to debrief yourself. You need to treat yourself. You need to take care of yourself. And before I tried it on myself. And since I feel that it was working, it was good, it was better, and it was helping me to feel well, to sleep. And after a hard work, I was using it, and I was feeling really relaxed, and I was feeling like, wow, this is a therapy for therapeutic people also. So I started using it, and when I feel that it works, then I spread it to other people. So it comes from myself, my experience. Then I tried it to patients, and now to the community. So I can really testify that the time I use it, I feel it okay. I used it with my family, my kids, my wife, all my family during COVID. Coronavirus period, we were using it, and I think it was the one who helped us to release with all the consequence of coronavirus. Also, during the, as I told you, my work, I always work in a community affected by war, by conflict. So to release and to debrief myself, to feel okay every time after I experience all this kind of problem. TTT, I tell you, is the therapy I always use, and that, I usually use it with music. I can play guitar, and I mix with TTT. Sometimes I mix it with song, with dance, and it's helpful in all the kinds, in all ways you use it.
So how do you combine it with music? What does that look like?
Yeah, it's very difficult to combine it with music as when you are alone. So, but with a group, you just teach them and improvise a song. And then as soon as they are typing, typing on different points, so combining with the music, it creates a kind of energy, positive energy. And this combination, it helps to open the brain, and to link the brain to the melody, to the rhythm, to the song, and the tapping. So it helps the energy to circulate very well in the body. And when you breathe, so you can breathe in the oxygen and push out this carboxyl oxygen. So it's like for me, it's like a round. It's like a cycle I usually do, and I tried it for a long time. I tell you, it works. You cannot believe.
And so when you're improvising songs, what are the topics, or what are the types of things that what are the lyrics that you're using or you're creating in that particular scenario? What does that look like?
Yeah. So when I use it with song, it depends with my targets. Sometimes if because when I'm with children, I try to find which kind of children I am with, and which kind of music I am going to use. Is it a high energy? Is it low energy? Is it medium energy? Is it so? I try to find the kind of song, the kind of music I can mix. So because this depends with my target, with the kind of the group of beneficiaries with whom I am. So so I try to bring people alongside me to understand the melody, to understand the rhythm, to understand the message in the song, and ask them to be a bit concentrated, to pay also attention to not on the message in the song, but the rhythm, the melody, and then concentrate to the problem and the tape. So the combination of that one, brings so much effect, and it's like that I always.
Yeah. And so what type of lyrics are you using? What are the words that you're saying when you're doing that?
Yeah. For example, because I usually improvise, I usually create the words, but it's like, do you know how to feel, how to heal trauma? Do you know how to heal trauma? It's simple and easy to do. It's easy and simple to do. T T T T T T T T T T T T T T. Allez, tap, 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 tap. You can breathe. Breathe again. Breathe and restart. T T T T T T T T T. So that's just an example of one of songs. So, but to be honest, I always check the kind of group with whom I'm working, and then I see the state in which they are, and then I try to improvise. Yeah, it depends to the group, of course.
That's awesome. So what is the hardest part of the work that you do? Like, what's the most difficult thing you face?
Yeah, so the difficult, you know, I work in contexts. I always work in context of conflicts, in humanitarian emergency. So always things are not easy, because sometimes you are working while they are shooting. You are obliged to stop everything and to hide yourself. We work in situation where you find patients or clients all with many problems, and sometimes you use TTT and the first problem will disappear, but tomorrow he will come with another problem. So it's like there is problems online. When you work on this, the other one will come. So you will do many sessions for one patient, for one groups, because they have faced many problems. And so you are obliged, and people will come and they need results. They need effect of your work quickly. So this is also a big problem. But also, sometimes you cannot cover all the area, all the needs of patients, while there are so many people in need, and the group with which you are working, so it cannot cover all the needs. What I can say, we don't cover all the areas, all the needs of the patients. Because some areas there are no other actors, there are no other people to help. That's why we try to train with TTT and try to do the best, so that we can train a largest group, so we can try to spread the technique to all the community in need.
What is your favorite part of doing this work?
My favorite?
Yeah, what do you enjoy the most?
I think what I enjoy the most is after patients came to me and testify, I was feeling bad, I was feeling this, I was at this stage, but now I feel okay. So when they come and testify, they are now feeling well. I feel, wow, I still can do more, because the fruits, the effects, or the impact of my work is being felt by patient. That is the first thing. The other things, it's also myself. I treat myself, and I treat myself, and I say, well, I have found a way to cure also my problem, and cure also community problems. So it gives me also a kind of being well known by the community, and people can come to me to ask for support, to ask for assistance, to ask for aid, and I'm very proud, I'm very happy, to bring it out to people. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Germando, thank you very much for your time. And more importantly, thank you very much for the amazing work that you are doing.
Yeah, John, thank you so much. Thank you for the time. I appreciate to have this occasion to present the work I do, the amazing work of TTT and the collaboration with Peaceful Heart Network. And I thank you so much. Thank you.
Twist my arm. Oh, oh, la. My life, my life, our life, have to be respected everywhere by everybody. Everybody under 18, girl or boy, rich or poor, we are the same, we are the children. So respect our right everywhere in the same way, the same way. T, 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 T. Ti, 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 tapez ici, tapez ici, tapez là-bas, tapez là-bas, tapez ici, tapez là-bas, tapez ici, tapez ici, tapez ici, tapez ici, tapez ici, tapez ici. Tapez ici, tapez ici, tapez ici. Et là on respire, des fois ça suffit. Oh oh là.
If you found this interview inspiring, I would encourage you to support the Peaceful Heart Network by going to 24hoursoftapping.com/support or clicking the link in the description. And you will see on the screen right now a playlist to all of the interviews from this year's and last year's 24 Hours of Tapping. I hope you enjoyed those as well.